So this is going to be tutorial 3 of our AI and neural network for toddlers, and today we are going to be talking about the concept of linear combination. In the previous tutorial we covered the perceptron, and this lesson about linear combination is going to follow from the previous one. So if you've not watched the video on perceptron, please look for it in the description of this video. So let's continue from where we stopped. So we have the perceptron. It takes some inputs and provides some output y, right? So it takes some input, provides some output, it has the activation, it has the bias, and it has the weight. And we have our neuron right here, a single neuron. And we came up with the equation, right? If you remember, we had the equation that y is equal to, we multiply this and this, wx plus a. And this is telling us that the activation here is 1, right? So normally we have to multiply it by the activation, right? But for simplicity, I'm keeping the activation value to be 1, right? It's going to be 1. So let's just keep it simple for now. So this is our output. Let's now try a situation where x is not just one single value. X is a combination of two values. It's an array, it's a list, it's a vector, it's a tensor, it's whatever it is, but it's not just one value, a combination of two items. So instead of having x this way, we have our x to be, so we have our x here to be x1, x2. So this is our x. So we have x1, x2. So in a situation like this, what will be y, right? So x1, x2 is going to go right in here, and what will be the value of y in this situation? We are going to do a linear combination. We are going to combine this x2 using the weight, right? So that combination will be something like this, y plus a, where x here now is x1 and x2. So y is equal to wx plus a. Now the wx here, we have to multiply w not just by x, but by x1 and x2. So we are going to do a linear combination of these two values with the weight, right? And this is why the term linear combination comes into play. So how it works is we are simply going to say wx1 plus wx2 plus a. So this is basically how it works. You are going to simply do a linear combination like this, and that gives you the value for y. Okay, now you know about this. Let's try to add a range into it. Let's put some complexity in here. We are going to first set back this to just one single value for x, right? We have only one single value for x, but this time we are going to have multiple values for the neuron. We are going to have two neurons here. When we have two neurons here, how is it going to affect the input and the output? Let's try. So now we have two neurons, 1, 2. We also have only one layer because once it's arranged vertically, you still have one layer. So we are still having a basic network of one single layer. So what's going to happen with x? X is going to be sent into this neuron, and it's also going to be sent into this neuron. So we have, in this case, we have alpha 1, we have alpha 2. Once you have two neurons, then the output is going to be 2 as well. So we are going to have here y1, and here we are going to have y2. So what is happening here is that we are going to take a single dimensional value, x, and if it passes through two neurons vertically, it's going to become 2 dimensions. Okay, so let's try to figure out what y1 is going to be and what y2 is going to be. So here we have our weight, w1, and this is A1, and here we have W2, and this is A2. So now this is easy, right? So Y1, you simply go this route, and Y2, you simply go this route. It's as simple as this. So Y1 is going to be W1 dot A1 plus W1 dot X plus A1, and Y2 is equal to W1 dot X plus W2 dot X plus A2. Okay, so this is our output for this network. Now, before we close out, I'm going to give you an assignment that we are going to solve in the next part. And that assignment is with this same setup, with this same network. Now, assuming we have, in this case, we have X1 and X2. In this situation, where we have X1 and X2 and we have two neurons, what is going to be the value of Y1 and Y2? So this is your assignment I'm giving you. Try to solve it. Let me know in the comment box below what you get. And I'd like to thank you for viewing. I would like to stop here, and we'll see you in the next part.